Costco is known for unbeatable bulk deals and rock-bottom prices, making it a top choice for millions of smart shoppers. But here's the harsh reality: not everything in that giant warehouse is a steal. In fact, some Costco products are cleverly disguised money traps, tricking customers into thinking they're saving big when they're actually wasting cash. Whether it's disappointing quality, sneaky pricing tactics, or products that go bad before you can even use them, some items on those shelves should never make it into your cart. And trust me, you've probably fallen for at least one of them. But here's the real shocker: the worst offender of all is something most people have in their fridge right now. When you find out what it is, you'll never look at it the same way again. So stick around, because these mistakes could be costing you more than you think. And before we dive in, do me a quick favor: smash that like button. It only takes a second, but it helps this video reach more savvy shoppers like you. And if you love saving money and avoiding waste, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Alright, let's kick things off with one Costco product that has frustrated thousands of shoppers. Number 10. The windshield wipers. Costco's windshield wipers might seem like a budget-friendly steal, but the truth? These so-called savings could cost you a lot more than you realize. Countless drivers have reported that these wipers wear out at an alarming rate, sometimes deteriorating within weeks or just a few months. Instead of delivering smooth, streak-free visibility, they start skipping, smearing, and even splitting apart when you need them the most. Now, picture this: you're caught in a sudden downpour, struggling to see through a windshield covered in streaks, all because you tried to save a few bucks. Not only does this turn your deal into a complete waste of money, but it also puts your safety at risk. And no smart shopper should ever compromise on safety. Skip Costco's wipers and invest in a high-quality set from trusted brands like Bosch or Rain-X. These brands are built to last through multiple seasons, maintaining peak performance in heavy rain and freezing temperatures. Here's the trick: wait for sales at major auto stores or shop online at retailers like Amazon, where you can often grab premium wipers at a price similar to Costco's, but with far better durability. At the end of the day, a cheap wiper that fails when you need it most isn't a deal, it's a disaster waiting to happen. Number 9. Kirkland's Signature Cream Cheese. When it comes to cream cheese, quality isn't just a luxury, it's a necessity. Sure, Kirkland's version might tempt you with a lower price, but many shoppers regret making the switch. What's wrong with it? Texture fail. Instead of that rich, velvety smoothness you expect, Kirkland's cream cheese is often described as chalky, grainy, and oddly stiff. Disappointing taste. It lacks the signature tangy, creamy balance that makes good cream cheese irresistible. The result? A spread that tastes bland and artificial. Now, imagine spreading this on a freshly toasted bagel, only for it to crumble apart instead of melting into a smooth, luscious layer. Or worse, using it in a cheesecake recipe, only to find the final dessert lacking that decadent, creamy texture that makes homemade treats so good. The smarter move? Experienced shoppers know the truth: Philadelphia cream cheese is king for a reason. If you want that perfect creamy consistency and bold, authentic flavor, don't settle for a second-rate substitute. A few cents saved isn't worth sacrificing taste, texture, and quality. Number 8. Bulk fresh garlic. This so-called deal is actually a trap, one that leaves most shoppers with more waste than savings. Garlic might be a kitchen essential, but it has a limited shelf life. Unless you're cooking for a large family or running a restaurant, chances are you'll end up with shriveled, sprouting, or moldy cloves before you can use them all. Once garlic starts to age, its flavor weakens, turning into a dull, lifeless version of what it once was. That means by the time you finally reach the last few bulbs, you're not even getting that bold, aromatic punch that makes fresh garlic so essential in cooking. And let's be real, who wants to ruin a homemade dish with stale, weak garlic just because they fell for a bulk deal? Buy garlic in smaller quantities from a local grocery store or farmer's market, where you can hand-pick firm, fresh bulbs that actually last. This way, you get maximum flavor, zero waste, and real savings. Because here's the truth: it's not about how much you buy, it's about how much you actually use. If half your purchase ends up in the trash, you're not saving, you're wasting. Number 7. Kirkland's Signature Whole Milk. Buying milk in bulk might sound like a great idea, but Costco's 2-gallon packs are more of a liability than a deal for most shoppers. Unless your household goes through milk daily, there's a high chance you won't finish both gallons before they expire, curdle, or turn into a foul-smelling waste of money. Why is it a bad buy? Spoiled milk equals wasted money. The last thing you want is to pour cash, literally, down the drain. Unexpected grocery runs, running out of fresh milk sooner than expected means extra trips to the store. Ruined recipes, nothing's worse than realizing your milk has gone bad right before baking or cooking. And don't think freezing milk is the solution. While it's technically possible, frozen milk separates into a grainy, unappetizing mess, making it less than ideal for drinking or cooking. Buy milk in single-gallon containers from a regular grocery store, where it's easier to manage and stays fresh until the last drop. That way, you're not rushing to use up excess milk, throwing food away, or regretting a bulk purchase that seemed smart at the time. Because in reality, a deal that forces you to waste food isn't a deal at all. Number 6. Kikkoman Soy Sauce. At first glance, a massive 1.89-liter bottle of Kikkoman soy sauce from Costco seems like a steal. But here's the big problem. Soy sauce has a shelf life. While it doesn't technically expire, its flavor quality slowly deteriorates once opened. With constant exposure to air, humidity, and light, the once bold, salty, umami-rich depth begins to fade. What started as a flavor booster for your dishes turns into something flat, dull, and lifeless. By the time you even get through half the bottle, what was supposed to elevate your cooking barely adds any flavor at all. Unless you're cooking Asian cuisine daily, buying soy sauce in bulk is a mistake. A smaller, freshly opened bottle will always deliver stronger, fresher flavors, ensuring that every dish has the rich, savory depth it deserves. Because let's be real, a cheap, oversized bottle isn't a bargain if it ruins your food. Number 5. Costco Clothing. Costco is a go-to for bulk groceries, home essentials, and unbeatable deals. But when it comes to clothing, that bargain hunting mindset can backfire. Kirkland brand apparel looks like a steal at first, but many shoppers quickly regret their purchase when they realize what they actually got. Why it's a bad buy? Low-quality fabric that doesn't hold up after a few washes. Shirts shrink, pants lose their fit, colors fade, and seams unravel. What seemed like a smart buy ends up in the donation pile, or worse, the trash, within months. The smarter move? Skip bulk store clothing and shop name-brand items on clearance at major retailers like Macy's, Target, or outlet malls. These stores frequently offer deep discounts on high-quality fabrics, meaning you get clothing that actually lasts without paying full price. Instead of replacing cheap, worn-out clothes every season, investing in well-made pieces ensures your wardrobe stays intact for years, not months. Because at the end of the day, a bargain isn't a bargain if you have to keep replacing it. Number 4. Premium Steaks. There's no doubt, Costco steaks are high quality. But here's the mistake too many shoppers make, assuming that Costco always has the lowest prices. While Costco offers prime and choice cuts, many local grocery stores and butcher shops sell the same, or even better, quality meat for less, especially during sales. But here's where it gets worse. Many Costco shoppers don't even realize they're overpaying because they assume buying in bulk always means a better deal. In reality, you could be spending top dollar for a steak that costs significantly less elsewhere. Always compare prices before heading straight to Costco. Local butcher shops often sell fresher cuts and even offer custom trimming, something you won't get with Costco's prepackaged options. Grocery stores frequently run promotions on premium steaks, meaning you could score a restaurant-quality cut for a fraction of the price. The bottom line: just because Costco offers bulk savings doesn't mean it's the best deal. If you're spending top dollar, make sure you're actually getting the best value for your money. Because what's the point of buying in bulk if you're paying more than you should? Number 3. Kirkland Signature Bagels. Costco's bulk buy approach works great for some grocery staples. But when it comes to bagels, it's a trap that leads to waste. You don't get a choice, you're forced to buy at least a dozen at a time, whether you can finish them or not. Unless you freeze them immediately, there's a high chance they'll turn stale, rock hard, or moldy before you even get through the pack. Unlike regular supermarket bread, bagels contain little to no preservatives, meaning their shelf life is shockingly short. Within a few days, they start to dry out, lose their chewiness, and eventually go bad, leaving you no choice but to toss them in the trash. And let's be honest, if you're constantly throwing food away, are you really saving money? Costco's bulk bagel commitment isn't doing you any favors. Instead, the smart move is to buy them fresh in smaller quantities from a local bakery or grocery store. Why it's better? Better taste and texture. Freshly baked bagels from a quality bakery have a superior chew, richer flavor, and a golden, crispy crust. No rushing to finish them. You won't feel pressured to eat or freeze a dozen bagels before they turn into bricks. No guilt from wasted food. Instead of watching perfectly good bagels go stale or moldy, you'll always have fresh, delicious ones when you actually want them. Because at the end of the day, a so-called bargain that forces you to waste food isn't a bargain at all. Number 2. Can soda. Stocking up on bulk soda from Costco seems like a no-brainer. More cans equals more savings, right? Wrong. This is one of the biggest money traps that shoppers fall for, thinking they're getting a deal when in reality, they're spending more than necessary. You're actually overpaying. Local grocery stores, big box retailers, and even gas stations frequently offer better deals on 12-packs and 24-packs. During major sales, prices can be slashed by as much as 50%. Grocery store sales beat bulk pricing. Someone else just walked out of Walmart, Target, or Kroger with the same amount of soda for way less, all because they waited for the right sale. Storage nightmare. Where exactly are you going to store a massive 36-pack? Unless you have a second fridge or a dedicated pantry, those bulky soda cases eat up valuable kitchen space for no reason. The smarter move? Always check supermarket sales first. Retailers like Walmart, Target, Kroger, Walgreens, and CVS run BOGO deals, instant discounts, and loyalty rewards that drastically lower the price per can. More variety, less commitment. Unlike Costco, where you're locked into one bulk pack of the same soda, grocery stores let you mix and match flavors and even try limited-time editions. Fresher soda, better carbonation. Buying smaller quantities more frequently means you're always drinking fresh soda instead of stale cans that have been sitting in storage for months. At the end of the day, a bulk deal that costs you more, limits your options, and clutters your space isn't a deal at all. Number 1. Organic English cucumbers. This is, without a doubt, one of the most deceptive deals at Costco, and shoppers fall for it over and over again. A bulk pack of organic English cucumbers looks like a smart buy. More cucumbers for less money? Sounds great, but here's the brutal truth. These cucumbers spoil faster than you think, turning into a slimy, mushy mess before you can use them all. Cucumbers have extremely high water content, making them one of the most perishable grocery items. Within just a few days, they go from crisp and fresh to soft, wrinkled, or moldy. Even if you follow every storage hack, wrapping them in paper towels, keeping them in a crisper drawer, using perforated bags, they still won't last long enough to justify buying them in bulk. And the worst part? By the time you realize they've gone bad, you've already wasted money on produce you never even got to enjoy. Buy cucumbers individually from a grocery store or farmer's market, where you can handpick the freshest ones and take home only what you'll actually use. Enjoy fresher, crisper, and more flavorful cucumbers, instead of watching them slowly deteriorate in your fridge. Prevent waste, save money, and get the best quality, because a deal that forces you to throw food away isn't a deal at all. Those were 10 Costco products that seem like a deal, but actually cost you more in wasted money, frustration, and disappointment. Some of these might have surprised you, but smart shopping isn't just about finding low prices, it's about making sure your money is actually well spent. Have you ever bought a Costco product that didn't live up to the hype? Or do you know another item that should have made this list? Drop a comment below and share your experience. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And before you go, smash that like button. It helps this video reach more smart shoppers like you. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss our best money-saving hacks, product warnings, and shopping secrets. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.